Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato. This is Transport Fever. Oh my goodness, things are close to the edge. Financially, we're not doing amazingly. However, we do actually now have a bunch of routes that are definitely profitable, and we look to be expanding upon those in this episode. Now, we're running into a couple of problems, most specifically over here in this area, and the problem is that we have got way too much oil stored up, which means we can't buy any more, and you know, we really want to be buying more, because otherwise there's no point in having an oil refinery up here. So we need to find some way of getting this processed oil and this processed fuel, or this processed fuel, either will do, I suppose, and we want to get rid of them. We want to get them somewhere, and I don't quite know where we want to get them to go, actually, because there's not very much opportunity around here. I mean, this might be the closest place that takes oil. Maybe over the other side of the lake. I mean, even that, it's bloody miles away, you know? It really is. Like, it's very far away, and it's not like we've got a lot of money to play around with here. We're pretty skint, actually. We're pretty darn skint. I suppose what we could do, and this might be a little bit of a ballsy move, but we could set up a route to get over here. But even though that would be super expensive, like if we wanted to build a road all the way over to here, then that would be expensive. I mean, that says 5.8 million. I'm sure we could get it for a damn sight cheaper than 5.8 million, but if we wanted a nice direct route, then it still might set us back a healthy amount. I guess we're just gonna have to, like, take it, though. Like, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Alright, let's get a truck station over here. Let's get a truck station. Let's try and spend as little money as possible on this whole endeavor. 17.6, 17.5. 17.6. We'll take 17.6. That's fine. Okay, and now we're gonna dedicate probably like half of the trucks over here. You go to depot. You go to depot. You go to depot. You go to depot. Yeah, probably half of the trucks are going to be assigned to the new route, which we can actually make right now. All right, let's just make it. Let's just call it. Let's call it. I don't have anything creative stored. I'm so annoyed that we even have to do this. All right, here to here. We can call this. This is a silly long route. Man, it actually fits. That's fantastic. Again, no idea why on earth we still need to be doing this. Like, this was not a feature in the last game, but I guess it kind of makes sense. This is a silly long route. This is a silly long route. You're going to Sharebone West. Is that this one over here? Is this Sharebone West? I hope so. You're going to Thatcham South. Oh god, well, that's kind of annoying, but whatever. And you can go to. This is a silly long route as well. All right, let's press play and let's hope that we get some money so we don't go completely, unbelievably bankrupt. Yeah. You want to reverse? There we go. You want to reverse? There we go. You want to reverse? Homeboy? You reverse. You're on black gold. It's just you that needs to reverse now. Perfect. Alright, so that's a couple of trucks that have now been started on that route. We could probably dedicate a couple of trucks over here as well. And it's annoying that we even have to do this, because if I'd have known about this mechanic at the very start, then I would have planned for it, but as it stands, we just, you know, we didn't do that. Like, I didn't do that. Okay. Reverse. Reverse. Perfect. Okay. That's fine. At least we're going to be transporting some goods, which is great. It's fine. Hallelujah. It works. which is lovely. All right. Is this Thatcham South? I presume that this is Thatcham South, right? Yeah, this is Thatcham South. Yeah, Thatcham South. That's fine. All right, and also let's just say at Silly Long Route, Thatcham South will take full load of anything. Grand. Okay, we're down to only 18,000. Things are dicey, but you know, we're in for a little bit of a cash haul here. Got a couple of trucks that are coming up to this area. It's worth bearing in mind that we currently don't have any way of relieving the planks from this area, so we can store a potential of 116 wood. Now, that needs to go somewhere, but as of yet, I don't know where it's going to go, which is a little bit annoying. How close are we to getting another shipment of wood into this area? Because I would love one. And how soon are we going to get a shipment of oil in? Because I like me some oil. I really do. Also, we're going to have to get rid of this oil here. Like, this oil is going to have to go somewhere. Can store a potential of 20. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's alright. We're going to need to get this oil delivered to somewhere. And I don't see... Oh, actually, well... That's not ridiculously far away, right? We could actually do that. I mean, we are running low on funds. We can't take out another loan, which is which is great. But that's okay, you know. That's okay. What the hell does this even mean? I have no idea what this even means. I mean, these are just charts. Like, what does this mean? What does this even mean? I have no idea. I presume these are like houses, right? Like they must be houses. But I just don't know what this means at all. Like, that's one of the things that, you know, people always tell you is label your charts. This is a horrific example of not labeling the charts very well. Alright, train, are you loaded up? If this fails, I'm bankrupt. Well, that still stands, to be honest. That still stands. Could probably do with sticking it in 3 times speed, which I don't really like to do on the most part. I like to keep it in a nice casual 1 times speed. Alright. When's our next boat getting in at the docks down here? Because that's the real question. Man, trucks are so fucking slow. They really are. Unbelievably slow. Maybe they need a buff. You never know. You never know. Alright, are we getting oil here? Oh, yes, we're getting oil, which is great. Which means that we're also going to be getting oil over here, which should be a thing, right? We should be getting oil over there. Just like we should be getting oil over here, like oil produced. A little bit annoying that it's not happening faster, but I guess, you know, there's a little bit of a backlog to clear up. Are you on, this is a silly long route? Yes, you are. Okay, and you've got 3 oil out of 4. All right, well, at least normal traffic has resumed. We are slightly in debt, which is, you know, is less than ideal. But it's not bad. It's not all doom and gloom, because we are going to have a couple of boats arriving very soon, which are going to give us, well, combined over 500,000, which is good, which is really, really great. But it's just the fucking frequency of these things, like 20 miles per hour. 20 miles per hour, Jesus Christ. Unbelievably slow. Really is. I mean, maybe we want to do something like, I don't know, like another tactic? We could, I mean, what we could do, right? Oh, has one arrived? Oh, I guess the train arrived, right? Yeah, the train arrived. And that alleviated half of our debt. Which, kinda nice. We do need to get a road set up between here and here, so that we can alleviate some of the oil pressure, which is definitely going to start to increase, actually, I think. But we're not really in a financial position where we can actually do that. But no matter. No matter. And I think we've Did we stop running the bus service in this town? Did we sell it? Oh, we can totally sell that. This is real money. 2.46k. Holy shit, that's actually gonna make the difference. Like, we are... Whew. I was worried for a second there, but then that check came through and it was all fine suddenly. Alright, come on. Come on, we need these two to be coming in. I mean, we should be making money on pretty much every route, right? Like... I mean, apart from Woodland Wonderland, which is... You know, just one of those routes that is just unbelievably expensive, but when it pays out in a huge way. I don't quite understand if it's profitable or not, because it says this balance, right? Like, the balance, obviously, it's very dependent on the cycle, right? Like, sometimes it's profitable, sometimes it's not. And I don't know how long a cycle is. I'd presume a month, right? It must be like a month. Well, let's see when it ticks over. And if it reduces the profit. I guess not a month? Maybe a year? Yeah, so I don't really know what the cycle is, but at least we're going to be making a little bit more money now, which is quite nice. Money, 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 money. Oh yeah. And as soon as we are done that, we should probably... How much oil have we got waiting over here? Quite a lot of oil, actually. Quite a lot of oil. I'm not too worried about that. All right, let's pause. Let's pause for a second. Let's get another depot set up, which might be seen as a little bit of a ballsy move, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, 9k, 9.4k, 9.47k. That is an absolute bargain. Sign me up, Buttercup. It's a great idea. All right, and over here, 11.2. That's actually also pretty good. 11.2, there we go. All right, so now we kind of just want to set up a transport route between these two areas, right? And I'm going to be a bit ballsy, and I'm going to say we're going to get a new depot, which, you know, it's money. And money is not something that we've got, you know, a copious amount of right now. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it, because every little step that we're doing here is getting us more money, right? So, whoa, full load. And then also we want to add over here, and this is, we'll call this one big money, even though it's not going to net us big money. I dream. All right, now let's get a couple of lorries. Maybe we can only afford a couple. I mean, I know we can only afford a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perhaps, and set line big money. There we go. And everybody get to work. So we managed to burn through a lot of money actually there, which is, you know, it's not great, but it's something, I guess. We could probably do with getting like a few more train carriages as well. Like, that's almost certainly something that we really want. Okay, so you guys are going to the wrong place, so I'm gonna turn you around and hope that you go to the right place. Hisham Central. Hey, now you're going to the right place. Perfect. That is exactly what we wanted you to do. And you're gonna wait for a full load over here, which shouldn't be too damn difficult, because the the oil refinery is gonna be producing overtime to get you the resources that you need. And it's the start of the month, so the start of the month should start the spawning of resources, right? I mean, it says logs, but it's not going to be logs, because it'll be converted. You know, so things are actually not, like, terrible. I mean, they're not exactly great, but they're not terrible by any stretch of the imagination. I do feel, though, that, you know, whilst this is a nice route... This is a nice route, but... maybe we could do something a little bit more efficient. Perhaps. Maybe. A little bit more efficient. We've got too many planks. Plank overslow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got too many planks waiting there. I mean, it's a long drive to get all the way over here. It really is a long drive. which is not so great, but, you know, hey-ho. I'm imagining that very soon we're going to be... Yes, we're going to be out of storage space for planks over here, and there is no area where I can ship planks to. Which is a pretty big bummer. Which is a pretty darned big bummer. I don't really know how we're going to deal with that. Why am I not getting any stuff put out here? We need oil. Yeah. Why are we not producing oil here, guys? What's going on? We got product. And it is traveling all the way over here. It's not a long drive. I mean, it's not a short drive, but it's not a long drive. You guys just losing me money now, so that's lovely of you. Okay, 190k. That's pretty damn good, actually. Maybe... Hey, there we go. You were apparently filled up with oil. That is exactly what we were after. Perfect. And I'm sure there will be a little bit more oil in the tank. Indeed there is, which is fantastic. I'm still really worried, though. Like, we are currently making probably money on every line, right? Even Woodland Wonderland is doing well. The silly long route. Yeah, the only reason that this silly long route exists is so that we can get more oil shipped from here to here. I mean, this long route is not really meant to make profit. I mean, we're only halfway there and it's been operating for like fucking ages at this point. So, that's a problem. That is a problem. But what else were we going to do? We were going to identify a place for these planks to go to. I do not know. I mean, there is a place over there. That's a long way. That's a long, way. And it's not like we can just, you know, plonk down a train track and just get it over with. Because there's a lot of money involved in that. And we're pretty much at the max. Stored 158. Yeah, product 58. So, yeah. So, we're pretty much done, actually, in terms of what we can do here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a new route. And I'm going to say... Okay. You to here. It will be able to pathfind. But, by God, it's a long one. Maplethorpe and Sutton North. Yes, we're going to put you on full load. And I'm going to call this one... This is abnormally long. Like my... No, can't write that. Okay, that's a good thing that doesn't fit. If you know what I mean. This is abnormally long. Alright, let's get that set up. And let's get you onto the... This is abnormally long. Let's get you onto this is abnormally wrong. Yeah, turn you around, turn you around. Turn you around. This is abnormally long. Yeah, maybe something like that. So it's a good thing that we've got all these trucks around, right? Like, it's a damned good thing. And fingers crossed, this way, it means that we'll never really stop production of wood. I mean, it is annoying that we have to run at somewhat of a loss because of, you know, all of the primary transport that we're doing, i.e. from the sawmill to the, or from the woods to the sawmill, you know, we're making money on that. But the next stage, we're often not, because there's not really enough industries around for us to be content with things. How are the boats doing? The boats are still steaming up. This boat is almost arrived, actually, so that's great. We're in for another little cash haul. I say little cash haul. Huge cash haul. And you are taking oil, but you're taking nowhere near enough for me to be happy with. I mean, we want to be taking more on this train, right? Like, we absolutely do. But we're just not. We got much oil over here. We got 10 oil over there. That's fine. What? Okay, that's a that's a little bit more reasonable. I was going to say that number looked somewhat peculiar, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, we're halfway there. I mean, I'm actually relatively happy with the way that things are going. I mean, I know it's not a glamorous existence, you know, being constantly close to the financial drowning line. So, you know, things might still change. We might still go for a restart as is, but at the moment, like, you know, things are not terrible. Things are not terrible. They're bad. Don't get me wrong. They're bad, but they are not completely terrible. Which is kind of nice, actually. Which is kind of nice. And we've got to grips with all the, you know, the planks and the transport of, like, the secondary resources and stuff. It's annoying that we have to do it, but, you know, at least we can, like, plan around that if we do go for a restart, which I think we might. We might. But I feel, like, pretty confident to, like, not restart, to be honest. I mean, we're getting a shipment of wood in there, which is kind of nice. I mean, something else that we could do is we could, like, sell all of our boats and then just set up, like, a train route over here. And that might work. But I don't know if we really want to do that. Okay, we should be producing planks. Indeed we are. That's great. It all seems to be going very, very well. I mean, as soon as this train gets in and as soon as the boat gets in, we'll pretty much clear our debt. Yep. Bing. Alright, I'm actually gonna... I kind of want you to go to the depot. Because I kind of want to give you more, like, wagons. Accumulate a fortune of 1 million without debt. Did someone not get the memo? I don't think someone got the memo, because there is a little bit of debt involved. There is a little bit of debt involved. I mean, it's, you know, unfortunately we can't sell our soul. I mean, if we have a look at the achievements, what's the next one? Buy an electric train and run a line? We could do that. Can't repay any money, can't borrow any more money. We are, you know, we're not... Okay, we lost loads of money in 1964. What did we lose the most money from? Running costs, 388k. There's a breakdown, railroads. How did we lose money on railroads? That's just a little bit ridiculous. Property maintenance, yes. I mean, water, I can understand how water we lost money on, but... You know, do we not... I mean, we must have made a bit of road and a bit of rail. Okay, so the problem is with water, right, is that we're delivering so unbelievably infrequently that it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it for us to make it work, because I mean, if we get like 2 shipments a year of fucking finances, if we get like 2 shipments a year, then that literally dictates if we make a profit in that year. And that's a problem, right? Like that's a problem. So on a good year, we make 700k from boats. On a bad year, we make literally nothing. And then an in-between year, we make 346k. So that entire year, we ended up making a profit of 50k. That's pretty rough. Like, I guess that there must be some sort of a... You know, there must be some sort of a point where boats just become a little bit ridiculous. Like... I mean, what we could do, like... What we could do is we could set up, like, a transport network from, like, here to here, and then get it transported up with lorries. Like, that is possible, right? But I don't know the viability of that. Like, that might be a great idea, or that might be a truly terrible idea. Either way, we'll find out in the next episode. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching this episode of Transport Fever. My name, of course, has been Oberpotato, and I will see you next time. Bye!